Okay, now I'm going to show you how to use widgets, and they're pretty simple and pretty neat. Widgets are installed in your sidebar, which if you look at the site, this right over here is your sidebar. Okay, so some things are installed by default, but we'll go take a look at those widgets right now. So let's go here to Appearance, click on Widgets. See all these widget areas. The primary widget area is Search, Recent Posts. Here's your search, recent posts, etc. So you can take these out, you can put other ones in. So let's show you search. We can delete it. So it's gone. If we go back and refresh the page, this box should be gone. See how that worked? All right. Now if you want to add a widget, like let's for example, we want to add some text. Grab the text, drag and drop it to wherever you want to put it. We'll put it at the top so it's easier to see. And then you can say text, some sample text. And then we'll go back and look. And there's our sample text. Now if you want to be really creative, you can do something like this. You could put a hyperlink in there. Like so. Back over here, reload the page, and you'll see that Google's there, right? All right, click on the link, took us to Google. All right, another thing you could do here is you could actually put images in here with some other hyperlinks or hypertext, some other HTML. You can put any HTML in this box and it'll work. You can put JavaScript in this box and it'll work. If you want to minimize this view, you just select close. You're all set. If you want to add something to a different widget area, you can put it here. It's all very simple. Now, this theme only has one sidebar. It's right here. See how this is talking about different footer and widget areas and whatnot? This theme only has one thing here. All right. So that's it on widgets. Very simple, very straightforward. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is menus. So if you go down to Appearance and then Menus, you'll find the following. Nothing's really here. You have to actually create a menu first. So we'll call this Top Nav. And then go and create a menu. And there still really won't be anything here. Let's take a look at the site. Because there are no pages. Menus and pages work hand in hand. You can add pages to a menu, and that will change the way your menu appears. So let's go make some pages. We'll make 3 pages. Page 1, page 2, and page 3. All right. Now let's go back and look at our site. See if anything's there. Nothing's there. Okay. So you actually have to go to Menus and add those pages to the menu. So watch what we can do here. Okay. Go down to Pages, select all, add to menu, and save the menu. Go back to your site, and what do you see? You see your 3 pages there, right? Okay. Go back to the menu, and you can actually rearrange these so that they're in order. You can even do this so that page 2 is a subpage of page 1. Let's go see how that looks. Okay, page 2 is a subpage of page 1. Page 3 stands on its own. So you can click on page 1, or you could click on page 2. Okay, how cool is that? So you can make your own navigation menu by using the proper theme and the pages that you want to include in that menu. You don't have to include them all. You can include 1 or 2 or 10 or 100 or all of them. It's up to you. All right, that's it for this one. So now the topic turns to themes. And there are 2 kinds of themes. There are free themes and premium themes. You may be a little confused when you do a search on Google, for example, when you see something that says it's a free premium theme. Well, that's like jumbo shrimp. It's an oxymoron. Doesn't exist. There are either free themes that you don't pay any money for or premium themes that you do pay money for. So that's kind of how we're going to approach this video. Free versus premium. I'm going to show you how to find some free themes, some of the free themes that I've used in the past, as well as the 3 top premium themes that I use today. Alright, so let's get started. Let's type in free WordPress themes, and as luck would have it, the first thing that pops up is WordPress.org. So that's one way to find free themes. They have featured themes. There's tons of themes in here. Okay, so there's Toolbox, Lightword, Cbench, News, etc. There's the most popular you can look at, the newest themes, recently updated. You're sure to find something in here that you really like. Okay, that's one way to find free themes. Another way to find a theme is to go to your dashboard on your website, click on Install Themes, and then you can do a search. So you can say, you know, I want a 2-column photo blogging theme, and then click Find Themes, and you have 4 things that come up. There's Minimatica, WP Folio, Adventure Journal, and Platform. So let's look at what one of these looks like. So let's install it. Click Install Now. And then we'll have to activate it. And then we'll go look at it. So this is how the site looks right now. And this is how the site looks after we applied that new theme. So it completely changes the look and feel of the website, which is pretty cool. All right, that's one way. That's a second way to find a theme, a free theme that you're sure to like. I'm going to go back and activate the 2011 theme, which is one of the default themes that comes with WordPress. And let's take a look at how the site changes there. Okay, so changes quite a bit, right? All right. Another way to go is, obviously we just typed in free WordPress themes in this search box. This is a place where you can go, premium WP theme, and this is one of those that says free premium WordPress themes 2011. So there's a listing here of the best free WordPress themes: Minifolio, Dynamic WordPress, Constellation, etc., etc. You can probably find something here as well. We'll look at one more. Smashing Magazine. Free WordPress Themes 2011 edition. Here's a whole bunch of themes here. And they're all pretty nice. Like I really like that one. That one's nice too. That one's really beautiful. But the picture is doing, you know, it's serving a great purpose here. It's really getting you interested in looking at this theme. Don't forget that if you're going to use a theme that extensively uses images, you're going to want to invest in some high quality photography. So that's another way to find themes, is through a Google search. This is a theme that I found quite a while ago, and it's really neat. I really like this theme. It's clean, it's crisp, it's very easy to use and configure. So this is what it looks like. So you have a banner at the top, and you have little thumbnails of each post called featured stories, and then editor's picks. It's a 2-column theme for the most part. You know, I like the tabs here that says, you know, it has your featured posts, your latest posts, comments, and tags. It's got a calendar, which really never serves any purpose, but I'm sure you could figure out how to make it work. And then there's a news feed here. At the bottom there's the latest headlines, and then a footer that is 4 columns, which is recent posts, categories, blog roll, and meta. Pretty cool theme. I've also used this theme called Eximius, and it's done by this person or this group called dkszone.net. And it's a really nice theme too. It's nice and clean. It's a 3-column theme. Here's column 1, column 2, column 3. So it has 2 sidebars, a right sidebar, a left sidebar, and then content. Very easy to work with. I really like it. You can download it now for free. Okay. As far as premium themes go, I really like these, and I'll tell you why I like them. Take a look at StudioPress. Now, it's kind of pricey. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, it's a really beautiful theme, or set of themes. It's a whole lot of themes. So basically it works on this Genesis framework. So you have to have this Genesis theme to make it work. But then you can buy individual themes like the agency child theme or agent press child theme. This is great for real estate. There's a lot of stuff here. There's the Pro Plus package, which allows you to get them all for one low price. There's the education theme, enterprise child theme, all sorts of themes. So basically Genesis is the theme, and then all the rest of these that overlay on top of them are child themes. Makes it very, very easy to customize your sites. Very, very simple. So let's go click on the Pro Plus package. And you'll see that it's $300. Sounds expensive, right? But look at what you get. You get every one of their themes, which is quite a bit. Can you imagine what you can do with all these themes? You can have, 20 different looks and feels for different niche sites, or even the same niche. 20 different sites, 20 different looks, same niche. You could totally dominate your niche. That's pretty cool. I really like that set of themes, and I use that a lot for magazine style websites, as well as real estate websites and that kind of thing. Great for entertainers too. There's another one that's really good for internet marketing because it's really been designed for sales, and it's called Socrates. And it's got all the SEO built in. It's got a bunch of header designs that you can add. Like I said, it's search engine optimized. It's AdSense and ClickBait monetized. As they say here, it's created by marketers for marketers. And for unlimited domains, it's $77. You can install this theme on every domain you own, and you only pay $77. If you only want it for one theme, for one website, it's $47. It was actually created by Joel Comm, and Dan Nickerson, who are internet marketers, very famous. So this is good stuff. You can also try it for free for 7 days, which is kind of neat. And the last one I want to talk about is my favorite of all time, and it's called Headway Themes. And this is one of those themes that you can actually install and totally customize with no coding whatsoever. Now, I'm not going to say you will never have to touch a bit of code. If you want something really, really customized, you're going to have to touch some code. But for the most part, you can drag and drop stuff all over the page and create a layout, do a template, apply that template to all of your pages and posts, or some of them. You could have a single column view for sales pages. You could have a 3-column view for your blog pages. I mean, you can really go nuts with this thing, and it's absolutely beautiful. So personal use is $87, and that gives you 2 Headway sites, and the Headway developer package gives you unlimited Headway sites. Really not a bad deal. So that's what I have for themes. In the next video, we're going to show you how to deal with menus for certain themes. See you next time. After installing WordPress, the next thing you're going to want to do is customize WordPress by installing a theme you like, installing plugins that extend the functionality of the core WordPress installation, as well as making some customizations to plugins, headers, footers, themes, etc. So the first thing we want to tackle is themes. So if you go to your WordPress dashboard and click on Appearance and then Themes, you will see that the 2010 theme is installed by default, and it looks like this. Now, just to give you a little bit of background, WordPress web pages are comprised of 4 basic parts. There's the header, the footer, the sidebar, and the content. And what happens is, on the server side, the server actually uses those 4 pieces, assembles all the parts on the fly, and then renders the page. So what we're going to do now is install a theme, and there are a few different ways to install themes, and I'm going to show them to you. The first way is to click on this tab called Install Themes, and then let's just search for something. We're going to look for, let's see, one with a left sidebar. And then let's find a theme. And then let's just preview a theme. That's what our website will look like once we activate it. So I don't like that one, so let's pick this one. We're going to just say install. And install now. And then activate. And we'll take a look at what that looks like by reloading our page. You can see that everything's changed, even though I haven't changed a single thing with respect to content or copyrights or links or comments or anything like that. So you can see how the theme changed. We will go back. I'll show you also how to go back to a theme you had already previously installed. All you do is go down here under Available Themes, click Activate, and then reload your page, and that's what it looks like. So that's way number 1. Install themes, and then find one. Another way is to upload a theme by clicking on Browse, and then going and finding a theme that you've downloaded. And it's got to be a zip file. So I'll pick Lemon Twist and then click on Install Now and then Activate. And then let's go reload our page. And that's what it looks like. Okay. Let's go back and reactivate the one the basic one, and make sure that it loads. Good. The last basic way to do this is to use an FTP client like FileZilla. Log in, go to your domain, find WP content, and then themes. And then what you want to do is take, go back to my computer, find a theme that I want to install. And we'll install Genesis. So the easiest way to do that is to drag this unzipped folder over to the themes folder and wait for it to load. And you'll see that there are 50 or so files left. When those are done, we can then go back to our dashboard. Let's go back to our dashboard, reload this page, and you see Genesis Here Now right here. Activate that, and let's go reload our page, and that's what it looks like. So pretty basic stuff. 3 ways. 1 is to go find a theme within WordPress. 2 is to upload a zipped file that contains your theme files. And number 3 is to FTP an unzipped folder that contains your themes, or that contains the theme you want. Okay, that's it. So after you install all of those plugins from the recommended list, which is this, you're going to find that you need to activate them. So there's just an easy way to do that. You can just click that box there, click activate, click apply. I've already done that. But you'll also notice after you do that that you're going to get some warnings here. And the first warning I want to talk about is notice Shareaholic needs to be configured. Please visit the plugin options page and set your preferences. So some of these plugins need to be configured and some don't. Shareaholic is one of them, and it's this one down here. It's called Sexy Bookmarks, and it's a really good social media type plugin that you're going to want to put on your website. So let's click on plugin options page, and there's a lot of stuff here. There's really not much you have to do up here, but down here you do. So let's just look at this real quick. By default, Shareaholic has these buttons checked. You can check any other ones that you want, like NetVibes or Ning or Squidoo or whatever. Don't go overboard. If you go overboard, your website's going to look kind of weird. Let's go to the website and I'll show you what this looks like. So here's our sharing is caring. Get Shareaholic for Firefox. Okay, so I've done this, and what you want to do is include the like button set just above the post. You always want to say yes. And include Facebook like button, yes. Include the Google +1 button, yes. And button alignment could be left aligned or right aligned. Button style can be standard buttons or box. I like buttons. And then show counter for the +1 button. That's always good. So this is what it's going to look like right here. Let's show you what the standard looks like. See how that looks? See how it changed? Buttons, box. Okay. Box is pretty nice too, but it takes up more vertical room than you really want. So I like buttons because it spreads everything out across the screen horizontally. Doesn't take up a lot of content space. So include the like button set below the post. You always want to say yes. So you want yes on both. Studies have shown that when people include the buttons, the like buttons, and the +1 buttons above and below the posts, they get a lot more likes and a lot more +1s than if they just put the buttons on the top or the bottom. It's not necessarily twice as many, but it's more, and more is better when it comes to social media. Okay, so show share counters, that's fine. Choose all the recommended settings. Scroll on down. Twitter options. That's fine. You can customize this however you'd like. You can also use a shortener for your Twitter options or not. And then go down here and override styles with custom mods instead. No, you don't really need to do any of this. What you do need to do is pick one of these kind of handwritten looking things. I don't really like any of them, but I'll choose share the knowledge. And then for menu placement, menu location in relation to content, above content, below content, you always want this below the content. You don't want to encumber people too much with, too much extraneous stuff that doesn't really apply to the content that they sought out in the first place. You can also choose whether or not to put this functionality on posts only, pages only, index only, posts and pages, the whole gamut. I choose all. And then you can choose to show this in your RSS feed or not. I would say yes. And then click Save Changes. And you'll notice that that warning is gone. Let's go back and reload this page, and you'll see what this looks like. All right, so you'll see the like and the +1 buttons here, and the like button down here, and all these buttons down here that you chose here. Okay. I will deselect some of these because I don't think you need all these. It's too much, and some of these don't matter anymore. I don't necessarily have a set list of properties that you should use, but choose the ones you like and the ones that you've had some success with, or the ones that you have some personal experience with. That would be my recommendation. Then go back and save changes. Take a look at what it looks like, and see there's just a few things here. You can add it to Squidoo, post to Posterous, send via Gmail, add to LinkedIn, post to Twitter, and post to Facebook. All right. So if you want to see what like looks like, well, I'm not going to log into Facebook, but you get the gist of it. And then you can +1 it. That's me. That's about it for Shareaholic, or what they call sexy bookmarks. All right, we'll move on to the next video. Okay, welcome back. What we want to talk about now is pinging, and that is whenever you create a blog post, WordPress notifies some pinging services, they call them update services, that you have new content. And then those services come out and they take a look at your content, they bring it back in, they index it, they rank it. They're kind of like a search engine for posts, in a way. But the idea is that you can get your content out there to these pinging services, and because they're always constantly looking for content, the search engines go to them rather than to your website, and then they crawl through the links back to your website so that your content is spidered, indexed, and ranked quickly. So let's look at something first before we get into the specific plugin that I want to talk about. So let's go to Settings, and then Writing, and then if you scroll down here, like I said, they're called update services. When you publish a new post, WordPress automatically notifies the following site update services. Okay, so this is a custom update services or ping list that I've put together of all the best update services there are. So let's click Save Changes, and then I'll show you this plugin. The reason this plugin is very important is, if you're like me, whenever you create a post, it's never perfect. So you go in and change it 5 minutes later, and then 2 minutes later you see something that you want to fix, and then 3 minutes later you see something you want to change, or you misspelled something, or your grammar was poor, or whatever. You want to change the title. Doesn't matter. Every time you edit those posts like that, you're pinging these update services again. Update services will ban your IP, meaning they won't accept any submissions from your site if they see your IP, if they see that you're abusing their service. So what this plugin that I'm about to show you does is it stops WordPress from notifying these pinging services. Okay, so as you know, it's in our list of recommended plugins, and it's called CBNet Ping Optimizer. And it looks like this. So it basically takes that list that I just pasted in to the other part of the dashboard, looks at them here. You can enable pinging, which you want to do for sure, but then you also want to limit excessive pinging in short time. So ping at most one time within 15 minutes. That's the default setting. It works. Usually by the time 15 minutes are up, you have made all your edits. So click Save Settings, and you're done. You don't really have to fear of that your IP is going to be banned by any of these update services now, because you're not going to ping them excessively. Okay, that's it. The next plugin we want to take a look at is called Go Codes, and it's a really neat plugin. It's a redirect plugin for WordPress that you can actually use quite easily to redirect affiliate links to a sales page or a sales letter or whatnot. Let me show you how that works. Okay, the first thing you need to do is go to Tools and then Go Codes. And there's 3 fields you need to fill in. Okay, the first one is the redirection key, and you're going to say, for example, WP twin, like that. And then paste in your target URL, which is this. I like to count the hits, so I check this box, and then I add a redirect. Okay, there's one in here that's put in by default. I get rid of that. So hit delete, and then make sure you go up here and say, are you sure you want to delete this redirect? Yes. And that's it for part number 1. Part number 2 comes down here in Settings and Go Codes, and you simply put in a keyword here. It doesn't matter what it is. I always choose Go. You can also choose to no follow Go Codes, which means you're going to keep more of your search engine link juice to yourself. It doesn't really matter. I think that's overrated. So click Save Settings, and you're done. So what happens is you actually get a nice looking link like this right here, rather than this uglier affiliate looking this affiliate link. So this actually looks like it's coming from your site. So let's go take a look. Paste that in the URL bar, and you'll notice that we get to the WP Twin website. Now, if somebody clicks on that link and they actually buy this product, you will get credit for it. And I think the commission on this is like 50% or higher. It might even be 75%. Let's take a look. Affiliates. Yeah, you get 50%. So you get roughly $50 if somebody buys this, which is pretty cool. And that's it for that.